Everybody take daddy for granted. Just listen to the radio. Everything's mama, dear mama. I always love my mama. Mama, mama, mama. What's the daddy song? Papa was a rolling star. Nobody give up. Nobody appreciates daddy.
Hello everyone, New Jersey Burbs here, and today we are at the Hickory Manor Baseball Complex. This is where it all starts for kids learning the art of sports. Their fathers bring them here to learn how to play baseball. Today we are having a conversation with 3 black fathers who went the extra mile and decided to coach their sons' teams. So join me if you will as we celebrate the importance of sports in children's lives and have a conversation with 3 black fathers for Blacks in the Burbs on Father's Day.
I'm Damon. My son is Christian, 8, and my eldest son is Gabriel, 11.
My name is Mark. My son is 8. His name is Mark.
My name is Skylar. I have 2 sons. One is 8 years old. He's Avery. And my oldest, who will be 10 in July, is Shane.
I've been coaching now 6 years, starting with my youngest, Gabriel. And so it started off just trying to get closer to him, teach him a skill, and then become part of the community as well. So it worked out.
And for me, it's been about 4 or 5 years, so I think it's really started out organically. I don't think I had the intent to start coaching, but just being out there at the field with the kids during practices, it started just helping other coaches out, and then it evolved into me actually signing up to be a coach. So it happened over time, and it happened organically.
So this is my first year coaching. In the beginning, I didn't want to be a coach, but same way that Skylar said that, Mark was very invested in the game and he really wanted to play. So I just wanted to, try to help the coaches out. And also, I know it gave me more confidence once I became a coach. So that's why I really pursued it to go further.
With the eldest, I started coaching him maybe about 3 or 4 years in. He really wanted me to be there. And then the final years, he would rather I not be involved. But the youngest one definitely wants me to be there.
Oh, okay.
I think I had a similar experience as far as my oldest. In the beginning, he wanted me to be there, and then as he got older, I think he wanted more independence. So I don't know that he necessarily didn't want me to be there, but I did draw back a bit just so that he can flourish and shine on his own.
Last year, Mark was playing fall ball with the Mets, and I noticed that Mark was not paying attention to the coaches, so they had a little problem out in the dugout. So, the coaches asked me, help out with the coaching and try to keep Mark a little bit more in order. So when I actually, started coaching, Mark started to play a little much better. He started progressing more and just get more interested in the game. My father was not really involved with sports and he playing on teams because he was really sick. But however, my mother, she kind of taught me how to play baseball, how to catch and things like that. And also I had older cousins that were very athletic and older guys from the neighborhood, that taught me the game and came to my games and supported me.
And so it's interesting, my dad and my grandfather were baseball guys. So my dad got me involved in baseball at a very young age. And we moved to New Jersey, but he still worked in the city. But he would always, get home in time to take me to my games and was very involved in Little League. So, he's the one who introduced me to the sport. So at a young age, he was extremely involved, especially in baseball. I also played football as well, but he wasn't a football guy. But he still, got home and brought me to my practices. But the older I got, I kind of shied away from him and I was a knucklehead. But like I said, looking back on it now, it kind of comes full circle because now I see, the things that he was trying to instill in me at a young age. And as I got older, I kind of rejected it, but now I can appreciate it that much more because I'm trying to do the same things for my sons now.
My mom was a single parent, but my father was involved. family. So he would pick me up on the weekends. We would go to Georgia for the summers, but we weren't involved in a lot of athletics. And we were a very athletic family. I have uncles and cousins, all in professional sports, but we really didn't play a lot of ball. It was more so watching a few games. So I don't recall playing catch. I remember signing up for Little League, but I don't recall him being involved in that, at all. And then you realize what you missed.
Yeah.
When I'm not here for games and I have to talk to my son, how did it go? And you thinking inside that, I could have probably coached him through that situation or been there for that situation. And then I recall high school, college athletics, and not having anybody in the stands. We had a really good conversation about what athletics really instills in people. And so I think a lot of our conversations, are the ones that I have with my sons, don't revolve around what they did on the field. Don't give up, don't get down on your team, be a good leader. We talk about leadership a lot. And so, if this is a retirement plan for me, if somebody goes pro or somebody goes to college, that's great. But if they learn leadership and the different lessons that sports can teach you, that lasts a lifetime.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I think it feels like discipline, and like you said, leadership, and it gives them a lot of courage when they have team sports. And they learn how to, do things independently, and also they learn how to be a team player, right? So I think it will take them a long way, when they get older and go to college, and when they have a career.
Yeah, at the end of the day, to me, it's not even about sports. It's not about winning. It's really about life lessons, because at the end of the day, I think through sports you learn so much. You learn how to push through adversity. You talked about confidence. You build confidence, leadership, maturity, being a team player, having team camaraderie. All of those are life lessons, because at the end of the day, it's a cold world out there. So, if you could push through in a sports situation, you could apply that same principle to everyday life, whether it's school, your job, relationships. So to me, it's all about the life lessons. It's not about, them trying to become the next best athlete. It's about them becoming better men.
So a message to my father would be just to thank him for being a provider and being there. Had a single mom, but that didn't deter him from being involved in my life. And I know that he would want to be in that situation and be at those games. So I appreciate you, love you. And for my son, time capsule would be leadership. Just be a leader. Understand what you did here. Sometimes when you can't hit, can't catch, but you can always cheer your teammates and believe in them. So that's what I would leave behind with them.
All right, for my father, I would like to say thanks for everything, Dad. Thanks for putting me in the situation where I am now, where I can pursue my career and my dreams. And also for my son, for the time capsule, I would say keep rising to the top and keep going for your dreams. Don't ever give up.
For me, once again, thank you. I recently had these conversations with my dad, but definitely appreciate, all the values that he instilled in me as a youngster. Like I said earlier, I was a bit of a knucklehead and I strayed away. But he continued to pray for me. He taught me about faith, and he taught me about, being a good person. And that's what he is. And, if I could be more like him, I think I'll be a great man. So thank you, Dad. I love you. I appreciate you. As far as my son, same thing. I just want them to know that, to be the best, you have to work hard and continue to push forward and, try to be the best that you can be and be a leader. And whatever you put into it, put 110% in. If you put 110% in, you'll definitely get 110% out.